Oh boy. So this is gonna be like the mother of all disclaimers at the start here. This is not scripted, I'm just going off the cuff with this. Couple things to note before we start a dumpster fire in the comments here. Number one, you will disagree with me at some point during this video. There's 150 something patch note changes in this. You're not going to like one of them. It's just kind of inevitable. If you had every single one of your favorites make this video, every single one of them would turn out different, and you disagree with one of them at some point too. It's one of those things where there's so much room for opinion that people will disagree, so just be cool. You may not like what I say, and that's fine. You can leave your feedback, and there's even the form for if you want to change some of the other tanks in the description here, because I know people will have things to say after this video, and let's be honest here, the engagement is going to go through the roof. But I want to just point that out because it's inevitable, and I know it's inevitable. That's fine. I'm perfectly fine with people disagreeing with me. It's what's made this video take A, so long, and B, make it so much better. So I'm fine with that. But I wanted to point it out now before things got out of hand, potentially. Before people typed a comment like, oh, why did you do this to this tank and blah blah blah. I had to change 150 tanks. I had to look at 150 tanks and plan on looking at the other 600 later. There's a lot of ground to cover here, so if something's not up to par with what you think, that's fine. I'm saying this only because I showed a couple of the cards you're about to see in a second here in the official Discord, and there was a 25-minute argument afterwards, so that's why I feel I have to say this. So, number two, how this video is going to work. There are going to be 5 different color cards here. Anything on a white card is deemed balanced and will not be changed because it doesn't need to be. This can range from anything to it's good enough as it is to it's just good, but it's not something ridiculously strong. Number 2 is a green card. Green cards are anything that gets just a bunch of buffs, or simple buffs, or anything in the range of being just buffs. Red is only nerfs. Now, there's not a lot of them in here, but there are a few. Anything on a red card is pretty much only getting nerfed. Then we have yellow, which is either getting both buffed and nerfed at the same time, a rebalance of sorts, fixing something that's just wrong, or something along those lines. It's not really a buff, it's not really a nerf, but it's either both or neither while still changing the tank in some way. And then the last one is blue. And you might think, what's blue? Blue is essentially any official wargaming change that was made while I was making this video. So most notably the Italian tank destroyers and the foch. Those are going to be blue because we were looking at them and then they got changed and we didn't know exactly what the changes were going to be. And I've been making this video for so long that they're still as is, and they're going to remain as is, because I honestly think a lot of them ended up in a decent place. That being said, could they get changed? Maybe. Am I going to change them in this video? No, because Wargaming did it. So it might be the same case with the Panzer 7 when that video comes out, because those 2 tanks, the Super Conk and the Panzer 7, got nerfed and buffed or whatever at the same time. I doubt it'll be the same for that video, but something else might get buffed along the way, so we'll see. Anyway, how this video is going to work, I'm just going to scroll through all 150 of these suckers one by one immediately after the other, and it's going to take about however long it takes. Now, does that sound boring? Kinda, yeah. Is the alternative an hour and 15-minute long video of me describing every single change for no reason, even though you might not care? Yes. So this was the shorter option. Besides just a big dump of, paragraph of stuff. With all that being said, this is every single tank destroyer that currently exists in the game getting rebalanced.
looking for something that ain't fading. And all this time, it was right in front of me. I've spent all my days wasted. I've spent all my days wasted, looking for something that ain't fading. And all this time, it was right in front of me. I've spent all my days wasted.